Hey everybody, it's Real, and this is my last entry, which is my dessert that I do occasionally, but it's still filled with protein, so you know it's good. The sugar content is kind of high for some people. It's a total of 15 grams because I use a crust that's not sugar free, but you can always find a sugar free crust. And I also this Greek yogurt has 9 grams of sugar in it. Why, I don't know, but anyway. And so my dessert is basically a makeshift cheesecake. And so I use this. I don't use the whole container. I use half of it. So basically I'm getting 4.5 grams of sugar and 7 grams of protein. And you could do the other half maybe the next day or something. The next ingredient is sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding, and this one happens to be butterscotch, and of course the crust. Okay, so this one I'm going to actually show you what I do. It's basically just mixing. I don't know if you can see me, but it's basically just mixing. Of course, the Greek yogurt is pretty thick, so that is what gives you the illusion that you have, you know, a cheesecake. So I just take the Greek yogurt, soften it up a little bit, and I only use half of the package of pudding. So I've used this one time before. So I just take the pudding mixture. I don't mix it with milk or anything like that. I just put it in dry. So it's gonna have a little grit to it, but that's okay. And so I just take it, mix it in as well as I can. As you see, it's starting to thicken up like a custard. Just get it all mixed in. It starts taking on the color of the pudding. I take the back of my spoon and still try to smooth it out. Try to get as much of the grit out as I can. And make sure it's well mixed in. It's not a hard thing, y'all, because I'm not a big cook or whatever. So anything easy. So you see, I get about that much from half for 3 ounces of yogurt. This is about 3 ounces of yogurt. So I just take my little pan here. You get a lot, but it's a good dessert. For, like, you know, we have Easter coming up, and you know, for some reason, you know, families just don't understand sometimes, and they still bring all these desserts and bring all these different things, you know, for everybody to consume. But this is your way of getting your dessert without jeopardizing your diet and your whole health. Now, one thing I do after that is I top it with cream, and that's my little dessert. So now that I've made it, I'm gonna have to eat it tonight. But I've never let it sit like you know, overnight, so I don't know how it would do overnight. But it's a sweet dessert when you have that sweet tooth, you know, and you just want to do something without cheating or going against the rules. So trying to get out of this light. So I hope you guys enjoyed that entry. That was my last entry. That was my protein cheesecake. And thanks. Bye.